Hello, I'm Memage, and welcome back to the Hyperkinetic Dawn of War Double Elimination Seeded Random Race Tournament Qualifier Rounds. We are about to jump into Game 8 of the first round of qualifiers. This is the last contestant. First qualifier, we're looking at Filthy Rich. Let's jump in. So Filthy Rich has chosen the Sisters of Battle, our Martyred Lady, and he is up against the... let's see, this looks to be the Borkan Tau. Alright, so let's see how Rich handles this. He's got his convent going down and the plasma generator up early. He's got a missionary coming out. Let's see, looks like he's going to grab a point, probably. Let's see, let's jump over to the Tau real quick. Now the Tau, let's switch to their viewport. Yeah, so the Tau have shown up a couple times in the series already, and they tend to send over their stealth suits in an early harass each time. So looks like they're doing that again. We'll see if Rich handles this better than either of the other two contestants managed. Let's see, we got some more ecclesiarchal servants.
I serve the sister.
So that's another point being claimed. Alright, so the convent is up, and immediately we see a battle sister squad forming, as well as a canoness. It's a pretty good initial build there, given that he doesn't know what he's up against yet. He does now know that he's up against the Tau, and of course, the missionaries can detect infiltrated units, so the stealth suit is going to be much less effective against the Sisters of Battle. It's one of the advantages that they've got early game. So he's going to finish capping that point. The Battle Sisters are going to chase off the stealth suits. They are now cloaked again because the missionaries are, of course, not in range of them anymore. But we do have a squad of fire warriors coming over. The Tau, cognizant that their infiltrated units are not going to be as effective, have started building their fire warriors already. So as you can see here again, the range of those fire warriors is just immense. And they are causing a heavy amount of damage. The stealth suits in combination are causing good damage, but the really heavy hits are coming from that Fire Warrior squad. And it's to someone who's not really paying attention, it may not be even that decipherable. They just see some blue bolts coming in. Most of them aren't doing much damage, so they kind of ignore them. But those Fire Warriors were causing a significant amount of damage there. So the canoness is out now. Again, the heroes of each team are quite effective. The canoness is a good all-around hero, got decent range, especially when she gets her Inferno pistol, and her melee and health are also decent, so she's going to add a lot to this fight as long as she gets engaged in it. So these Battle Sister squads are taking on these stealth suits. They are going to be causing some good damage here, because again, they are not really the best at anything, but they're okay across the board. Again, not fantastic, but decent. So there we see a stealth squad suit has been completely wiped out now. The Borkan do have another squad there that's only got two in it, but they're kind of hanging off in the background for the moment. Let's see, this plasma generator never quite finished. Don't know if Filthy Rich decided to pull someone away, or if it could have been the Fire Warrior squads that took him out. But those Fire Warriors are going to be harassing back here, so that's going to be something that Filthy Rich is going to need to deal with pretty quickly here.
Location secured and
Meanwhile, see, the Tau aren't really doing much of anything at the moment. Again, pretty standard for the standard AI. They don't need a squad at the moment, so they're not bothering to build it.
Sisters of Battle reporting.
So again, we see here that the Fire Warrior squads are not really that strong when they get into a firefight. Their strength really is hanging back and just laying some firepower into the fight. So hopefully Filthy Rich will be able to finish off that squad, because that'll be a good resource blow to the Borkan, but we'll see if he bothers to chase him down. He is causing steady damage to him, and as long as he keeps up that chase, he will eventually get him. The ability of the all of the Imperium armies to fire fairly accurately while moving is a big advantage of theirs. So he's not going to finish them off. That's really unfortunate for him. That Fire Warrior is going to be able to go back and reinforce back up to full strength, and add that firepower back to the battle. The Tau will not need to rebuild another squad. Meanwhile, on the resource race, Filthy Rich is at 44 on requisition, no energy because he still has not finished that plasma generator, and his enemy is only at 26, but at 20 on the energy. They've built a couple plasma generators there. They are getting some LPs up, so again, that's already up to a 32 on their requisition, so they're going to be quickly catching up with Filthy Rich. So he definitely does need to finish building his LPs, upgrade them, and continue expanding all at the same time. And he is getting a relic, so this will give him requisition. It does take longer to capture these, but given the value of them in late game, if you can capture them, you probably should, because they're only going to get harder to grab and keep as you get further into the game. Meanwhile, another plasma generator has been finished, so Filthy Rich is going to start generating some power so that he can get some of his upgrades and maybe some vehicles when he gets up to Tier 2. Has still not bothered to finish that last generator. Again, I tend to think that that was an error in terms of not realizing that that's not being built at the moment.
The point is ours.
So Filthy Rich has now grabbed a relic, so that will give him access to his relic units if he ever reaches Tier 3 in this match. We've only seen one player actually build their relic unit thus far. In fact, only one person even made it to Tier 3 thus far, so we'll see if he makes it that far in this. He could possibly end the match before that, or be defeated, as we've seen happen to a couple of the qualifiers already. So you got an ecclesiarchal servant moving out, possibly to build a geothermal power generator here. Not going down at the moment, but certainly could see that. That would definitely be a good advantage in terms of power generation. We do see that Filthy Rich is going for Tier 2 already. Very interesting choice. He does not really have that much out at the moment. In terms of time frame, this is not a terrible time to do it, but in terms of resource allocation, units built, this would be considered a bit of a rush. Let's see. We see that the Tau have secured a couple of the points in the middle of the map, so that's going to start boding well for them. They've got a listening post getting ready to be built, so that's going to give them some fortification in the center of the map. Meanwhile, they do have a Kroot squad moving out. So these Kroot, again, are pretty powerful melee combatants. They cause a little bit of range damage, but their main strength is in melee, and they work really well to disrupt a fire support squad. They're not the best infantry, but they do cause pretty good damage to both standard and heavy infantry. So again, they work good to just get into the mix, start causing some damage, and disrupt the fire support of a particular squad. Meanwhile, we do see the Tau Commander now being built, so this is going to give the Borkan a pretty good ability to combat the cannoness of the Sisters of Battle. So we do see that thermal plasma generator going down, so again, that is going to give Filthy Rich a significant energy advantage. He has built a second plasma generator, has not finished that original one that he started building yet. Maybe he's just decided he likes the look of it. But we do see the second LP going down finally, so that will start to give him a little bit more requisition power. He has not bothered to upgrade his first LP up to an LP2 yet, so that is going to not provide any fire support as yet. But we shall see how he does. We do see the second LP going down for the Borkan in the center. They have upgraded their first LP in the center up to an LP2, so that's going to provide a good amount of fire support, further stabilizing their position at the center of the map. It's going to be harder to disrupt them from that position now. Filthy Rich does have kind of a picket defense going on at the moment. Got his units spread out, giving him the ability to kind of see wherever the enemy's coming in from. He does have his veteran superiors out. That's thanks to the upgrade to the ecclesiarchal chapel. So he has upgraded his listening post with the lauders, so they will start generating some faith energy for him. So here we see the harass from the stealth suits again. Not causing much damage, but enough that they're going to probably take out one or two of the Battle Sisters. Now he's actually abandoning that squad, abandoning the strategic point. I'm not sure that was the best decision there. But let's see, he does have the... Yeah. So he probably should have continued grabbing that point. Those stealth suits were not going to kill him off fast enough to stop him from getting that point. And he could have sent a missionary out. But this is one of Filthy Rich's first matches in this game, so there's a good chance that he's not actually aware of the game dynamic between the missionary's detection and the stealth suit's infiltration ability. Meanwhile, the Tau are moving in for an assault. Filthy Rich is somewhat flanking this attack, keeping the Tau commander occupied a bit here. The additional effectiveness from that Veteran Superior is causing them to lay out a good amount of firepower to that Tau commander. That said, the Tau commander, again, is a ranged hero, so he's causing a significant amount of damage to the Battle Sister squad, while they're also being fired at by 2 Fire Warrior squads. So they're likely going to fall here. They did successfully take out that Tau commander. That is an excellent win for Filthy Rich. Meanwhile, he seems to have wiped out the Crude squad entirely. The stealth suits are continuing to harass there. He is, however, getting down an Inferno turret. These also detect infiltrated units, so those stealth suits will be revealed as soon as this Inferno turret is done. So he will be able to mop them up pretty quickly, as long as those Fire Warriors do not take out the Ecclesiarchal Conservator. But it's unlikely that they will. He's got a good amount of health. The Sister Battle Builders, they can only have 4 of them, but they are pretty resilient. We're also seeing the Fire Warriors attacking that Inferno turret, trying to stop it from finishing, but they're not going to succeed. It will finish, revealing those stealth suits, and the Battle Sister squad's open fire on them. Those stealth suits probably are not going to make it out of here alive. There's too much firepower. Indeed, they have been wiped out. However, there are 2 squads of Fire Warriors out here. Those are going to be causing a significant amount of damage. Again, their firepower is quite heavy. Yeah, they are going to take out that Inferno turret. It is now down. Let's see. And both squads of Fire Warriors are still there. There are only 3, but it's a squad of 1 and a squad of 2, so they can reinforce and stay in the game here. Meanwhile, however, the Battle Sister squad has moved in, and they are going to take out all those Fire Warriors. The Fire Warriors, again, vastly superior in firepower, but the health of the Battle Sisters is higher, so they will survive that fight.
5 minutes until taken hold
meanwhile,
victory.
the computer has actually grabbed both critical points, so the taken hold victory is counting down. It's down to under 5 minutes now. They did rebuild their Tau commander, so they are spending a good amount of requisition just reinforcing their squads like this. But now we can see here the difference in how this fight is turning out. That Tau commander is holding up much better to these 2 squads. Oh, sorry, this is a single squad of Battle Sisters. But a larger number than the earlier squad that faced. But this squad does not have its Veteran Superior. The Veteran Superior significantly increases the combat effectiveness of a squad, so they're not doing as well against the Staff Commander. They are likely still going to take him down with the support of that Inferno turret. So that is another big win here. Oh, we do see... They didn't quite come in time to save their Tau Commander, but the double hit of the Crude squad and the Vespid Stingwings, they're going to cause some really bad damage to that Battle Sister squad. But there is the second squad with the Cannoness supporting them, actually laying in firepower. So they're going to really mop up these Vespids and Crude. Again, the Cannoness, similar to the Veteran Superior in terms of how she affects the abilities of the squad, but even more effective, and indeed they have the Veteran Superior also. So that is a very powerful Battle Sister squad at the moment. Meanwhile, we've got a battle going on between some more stealth suits and a missionary supported by a Battle Sister squad. But again, those stealth suits are not going to last very long. Those Battle Sisters are just causing too much damage, and they're not going to kill that missionary in time to get their infiltration back. They are falling back. That is a good call on their part. We'll see if they can actually successfully get far enough back. They've stopped the fight, so probably not at this point. They're going to lose that stealth squad entirely. But once again, every time you can completely wipe out a squad, that is an excellent win for your team. It forces the opponent the additional bandwidth of the production buildings to rebuild that squad. And again, squads cost more to rebuild than they do to reinforce. So anytime you can completely wipe out a squad, you are significantly hampering your opponent. Let's hop over to them and see how they're doing. So, let's see, they are actually significantly winning the resource war at the moment, as seen by their control area victory going on at the moment. They're getting their target lock researched, so the stealth suits are going to become much more accurate and deadly in combat. They also, the sheer amount of resources they're getting at the moment is kind of offsetting the resource damage that FilthyRi is causing to them. That said, he is moving in and making a play for the center, taking down some of the resource points, including a LP2 up there. So if he can actually drop that point, that will help, possibly even resetting the control area victory that's happening.
2 minutes.
But he needs to grab those points, and that's going to happen. He's easily in range of being able to grab that critical point. It's quite possible he doesn't understand what's going on with that at the moment. Otherwise, he should be moving in to take that. So we see him grabbing that strategic point. That is not enough to reset the control area victory. He's going to need to grab some more points than that, but it looks like he is moving in to grab that critical location, so that will reset the take and hold victory, giving him the extra time that he'll need to stop the control area victory. So we do see another listening post attempted to be built on one of the center points. Now, we do see that FilthyRi has finished building his manufactorum and is starting to bring in some vehicles. He's got an immolator on the way, so these are going to be a fairly effective anti-infantry vehicle, and given that the Tau have not upgraded to their vehicles yet, this will give him a pretty good advantage, actually. He is maxed out on his capital. He needs to get his... Okay, he has his Holy Reliquary up, but he doesn't have his Pristine Sanctuary up yet, so he needs to get that up so he can start getting some of his better researches out. So it looks like he's getting a listening post built in the center of the map to give himself a little bit of a stronger position there. It's a pretty good call as long as he gets upgraded with the up to the LP2. So you see that immolator is now out, and he is continuing now to research the Lightning Fighter. The Lightning Fighter is not a particularly good siege or attack craft, but it is an amazing air superiority fighter. If your opponent is building aircraft, then the Sisters of Battle are going to win that fight. However, again, as noted, the Borkan Tau have not actually upgraded to their vehicles yet, so they do not have any air. So that Lightning Fighter is not going to be very effective in this fight at the moment. So we do see the immolator in action. The Sisters of Battle need to grab that point before the Tau start building a point on it again, but we do see the immolator moving in to support the Battle Sister squads against this listening post. That is a pretty good call. That is going to let him take that down fairly easily, especially with the melta-guns you see going off in there. The melta-guns being an upgrade for the Celestian squads. They cause significant damage against vehicles and buildings, so that's an excellent thing for him to have against those LPs. We do see that he has taken that point and stopped the control area victory, so he has given himself a shot at coming back in this match now. And indeed, with the points that he's grabbing around the center of the map, he's giving himself a very strong chance to win this. That said, the Borkan have managed to get a broadside battlesuit out. These are kind of slow-moving. They're decent firepower, but they become devastating firepower when they get locked down. They become immobile, so they need to be supported, but that crude shaper may be following them around for that purpose. Perhaps not. The crude shaper's splitting off to go do some of its own special stuff. The crude shaper being a specialized unit, kind of a secondary command unit. It's not as strong as some of the other heroes, but still a pretty dangerous thing to be reckoned with. We do see another broadside battlesuit coming out, as well as another squad of Vespid Stingwings. So they're amassing a pretty good force to try to combat FilthyRi's group. If he plays his cards right here, he should still be able to easily stop this but that broad suit is getting dug in. It's going to be able to bring to bear its heavier weaponry. That's going to cause significant damage to that building. Okay, so FilthyRi is moving in. He's going to be able to mop up those stingwing pretty quickly here, but that second broadside suit is getting dug in, and getting them flanking like this is a pretty powerful position because they can continue to fire at his forces while he goes to take down the other one. This is actually going to be a bit of a challenge for FilthyRi to deal with, especially with those crew chafers all mixed in there. So brought his lightning fighter. It's going to be okay here. It really needs to go after probably those broadside suits to really be effective. But yeah, with the amount of firepower coming in at the moment between the broadsides, we've got a third broadside coming in at the moment. So this is actually pretty bad for FilthyRi. He's actually lost a lot of his central position here. He's got a Death Cult assassin out at the moment, and they'll be able to cause some damage, but let's see, yeah, with the town commander even flanking on the other side, he's going to completely lose his center map position. He really needed to have pulled his immolator back to help with that fight. Really would have helped take down those crew chafers. And really just the sheer number of stealth battlesuits out at the moment, these are not that effective of squads aside from their infiltration ability. And the Sisters of Battle have one of the easiest, most effective detection abilities in the game. So this is a really this kind of unfortunate turn of events that he doesn't have the missionaries out here to give him the scything he needs. That said, the Inferno turret is revealing them now, but he doesn't have, again, his immolator tank down here. That immolator tank would very quickly wipe up those stealth suits. But with the firepower they're bringing to bear at the moment, they're going to take down that Inferno turret, and then he's going to lose his detection ability. Again, that immolator is sitting up there doing nothing, and that is really unfortunate. It looks like he does have his Death Cult assassin over here at the moment, so they can see those stealth suits, but they're escaping at the moment, and that immolator is not going to accomplish much of anything. Okay, so the stealth suits are moving back in. That's going to give him a chance to try to wipe out those stealth suits. He needs to... Okay, so he's actually falling back with his immolator at the moment. Would not have expected that. Wouldn't expect that immolator to go after those stealth suits. But it has stopped now. He's going to lose that immolator. That's an unfortunate blow to his forces. That immolator easily could have wiped out those stealth suits if it had turned around and fired at them.
Many wars have we served the Emperor.
So now we see a continued battle going on here. The let's see. He's actually moved through the forces. That's an unfortunate thing that we see happen occasionally when someone has perhaps rallied their unit somewhere or told them to attack a particular object. That's really unfortunate. They're going to move through here. They got a lot of general damage peppered into them, and the Tau are moving in to cause some damage to FilthyRi's base. He has upgraded one of his LPs with the to the LP2. Did not put the doesn't appear that he's got the lauders on that one. He may not realize that he can build both. Actually, this is one of the things that the Sisters of Battle have is, of course, the ability to put the lauders onto their different buildings. And that can be done in addition to upgrading to the LP2 and the LP3, respectively. So, again, a bit unfortunate that he's not realizing he could do that. That broadsuit is going to get dug in, and it's going to start tearing away at that listening post. He's going to lose that post. It's an unfortunate turn of events. He's got the second broadside suit dug in there. They're easily going to wipe at that point. And they're going to be able to start firing at both the squads, and if they can move forward, they're going to start being able to fire into his base as well. His Cannon S has, with the support of the Immolator and Bowser squads, taken down their commander. That is, again, a good good move on their part, but we've got 3 broadsides moving up onto the cliff and getting dug in. They're going to be able to start peppering his base from up there, and he's going to have to move around and up the cliff in order to get to them. So this is really ideal position for these broadside battlesuits. This is where they want to be. This is excellent positioning from an attack perspective. It is bad news for Filthy Rich. Got a squad of Investment Stingwings moving in. Meanwhile, his Battlesister squads are sitting over here at this point, not really accomplishing anything. They're not taking the point or moving. Now they've moved in to take the point, but they sat there for too long. That was an unfortunate turn of events for him there. Now the Tau have spotted his Deathcall Assassin. They've got their Pathfinder down on it, but that Deathcall Assassin is going to take out that Pathfinder. The Deathcall Assassin is indeed specifically an anti-hero unit, strong against infantry in general, but very strong against commanders. So that is, yeah, it's going to take more than just detecting that Deathcall Assassin to bring an end to it. They're going to need to bring some actual squads in. Meanwhile, the Investment Stingwings are moving in, causing some more damage. The Celestian squad has been wiped out, but the Battle Sisters are bringing more firepower to bear. Another Celestian squad is being built. Meanwhile, those broadside battlesuits are continuing to just lay in their firepower. There really needs to be some power brought against them. Hopefully that Immolator is moving around to flank them. Though there is a Crude Shaper to help defend up here. And those broadsides are going to open up on that Immolator. Hopefully he can... not able to take out that first broadside. The Immolator really need to be upgraded with its multi-melta in order to take them on. The broadside battlesuits are borderline vehicles, so they need to have much heavier firepower brought against them.
I serve the sisterhood.
So we do have the pop cap going up, and another Immolator being built. Meanwhile, those broadsides continue to just obliterate anything that comes within their range, preventing the rebuilding of that point and taking out that Ecclesiarchal Servitor. So we do have the Emperor's Touch research going down for the Acts of Faith. We do have the Canoness being rebuilt, as well as a couple more Celestian squads and another Battle Sister squad. Meanwhile, the Battle Sisters are moving out, perhaps to take on those broadsides. They're going to open fire and cause significant damage there. They're just, yeah, that's having the 3 of them set up there. He really needs to have a mounted offensive in order to dislodge them from that positioning. So there's the Immolator's up. Again, it needs to get that multi-melta upgrade if it's going to cause good damage to those battlesuits. We'll see if he goes for that. He's got a lot more battlesuit squads queued up to build. And honestly, with the resource war, this is looking pretty bad for Filthy Rich at the moment. The Borkon Tau have over 300 requisition, 50 energy coming in. Filthy Rich is back down to only 26 energy being generated. His thermoplasma generator was destroyed earlier, so he lost that advantage that he had. Let's see, Celestian squad is out, not being upgraded or given any weapons at the moment, but could likely see that happening shortly.
I serve the Emperor.
The Canoness is out. The Canoness could move in and help tank against those battlesuits.
Victory countdown has begun.
It's probably something that really should be happening at the moment. It's unfortunate that it's not.
Many wars have we served the Emperor.
That Tau commander is generally harassing Filthy Rich's buildings at the moment.
Sisters of Battle reporting.
The Immolator has still not been upgraded with that multi-melta, so it is not going to cause much damage at all when it comes around the corner there. Those battlesuits will be able to just pop it like a balloon. It's again unfortunate that he did not get that multi-melta upgrade. But it did, interestingly, somewhat tank enough to take out one of the broadside suits. Again, that's not going to do much in the overall scheme of things.
6
He needs
minutes
to be able to get
until
in and really
taking hold
dislodge all of those suits and stop this general hillside assault that the Tau have going on at the moment. Their ability to have their Tau commander sit up there and just fire with impunity is a very bad situation to be in.
Victory countdown.
Not building any more buildings or any more vehicles at the moment. He's got plenty of capacity to do so, so it's unfortunate that he's not doing that at the moment. His squads are getting a bit caught up at the moment. Got hit with the slowdown bomb from the Tau commander, and they're going to be take some pretty serious firepower from those broadside suits. They really need to have moved in and engaged directly. Taking out the Tau commander in this situation is not a healthy position at all. They are going to take him out, but they will not have enough health or firepower left to take out both the crew chamber and the broadside. So he is going to be losing these squads against those broadside suits, which is very unfortunate. He needs to be building some more troops to reinforce them with. It does not look like that's going to be happening. The Borkan Tau also still have both a take and hold and control area victory ticking down. It's going to be difficult to dislodge both of those. He's only got 4.5 minutes to deal with that take and hold, and he has no troops out at the moment. This is looking very grim. In fact, just to add further insult to all this injury, the Tau have built LP2 up on the cliffside post and is firing at Filthy Rich's buildings with their listening post. This is a really unfortunate position to be in. It's a significant sign of lost territory when the strategic points around your own base are being used to attack your base.
Sisters of Battle reporting.
4 minutes until taking hold
That said,
victory.
he is continuing to build squads. Looks like he's not giving up yet. He's going to try to take this back. He's going to need to move out pretty quickly and somewhat ignore this attack on the side of his base if this is going to work.
6 minutes until
He's got a Pathfinder squad out here that's going to be somewhat stopping his advance forward.
Concentrate fire. Eliminating targets.
He's down to 3.5 minutes left to deal with that
Prepared to serve.
take and hold victory. He needs to get to one of those critical locations and decap it. Even if that means, again, completely ignoring being fired upon and just running for it, that at this point he needs to get there and decap that. Those stealth suits, they're the extra firepower they've got from their sorry, I forgot what they're called. The chassis
3 minutes until
is significantly
taking
increasing the
hold
damage that they're
victory.
causing. As we can see here, they're very quickly whittling away at those squads. He can't really afford to ignore them anymore at this point in the game. He needs to get those missionaries out.
5 minutes.
The missionaries also significantly increase the effectiveness of the squad by bringing their Acts of Faith to bear on them. They can bring their healing ability in to significantly reduce your casualty rates. So here we see those Celsius are revealed now and are going to be getting killed fairly quickly.
Many wars have we served the Emperor.
We see their morale is now broken. They've lost their leader, and they are going to quickly die now. So they have been mopped up. That said, Filthy Rich is down to only 2 minutes remaining that he has on the clock for that take-home victory. He needs to move out if he's going to
2 minutes until taking
stop
hold
that victory
victory.
from happening. Got a pretty common mistake with the computer is to kind of assume that you're looking at the tip of the iceberg. This is what happens with players. You generally see a portion of their forces. With a computer, you generally see all of them. You're not looking at the tip of the iceberg. You're looking at the whole enchilada. So, if you see a group that's attacking your base, you're generally free to move your forces elsewhere and do other things on the map. And we're seeing that Cannon S move forward, trying to push the assault here. Significantly helping with the tanking, but that's not really saying much in the overall scheme of things. Those broadsides just cause way too much damage for infantry to be taking them on like that. Again, we need to be seeing some vehicles, specifically some
1
melta
minute
guns,
until
maybe some
taken
lightning
hold
fighters to
victory.
just harass them. So we're seeing him move in with in the attempt to just mass overwhelm here. Those Celestian squads will provide some more resilience. They are heavy infantry and can take more damage. But yeah, with the Vestments coming in and the Crude Shaper in the background, they are not going to dislodge both of these. They may in fact take down one of them, which would be a
30
big win.
seconds until taken hold
But
victory.
the other side of it is it comes down to he's only got 22 seconds remaining for the take hold, so this is going to be a loss. There's no way he can get to the point and decap in time now. So good first attempt by FilthyRi. Congratulations again to the computer. They seem to be taking several of the rounds in these qualifying matches. Good job on FilthyRi's part to generally kind of keep the fight up. He's probably scored reasonably well in military in this match. So that brings to a close the first round of qualifiers. So all of the first round are done. We'll be starting into the second round of qualifiers very shortly. Keep in touch, and we look forward to seeing you.